Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing my favorite way to get energized. If you're not new to this channel, you've seen it in many of my videos, and that is Run Gum. Now, a little bit of history on me and Run Gum. I've been using Run Gum for a little over 4 years now. I used it throughout my whole high school career, mainly for running. I originally bought it for running, I'm not gonna lie. But since then, it has taken the place of, say, coffee or energy drinks, or really any other way to get caffeine and just stay energized and ready to work. After using Run Gum for so long, I now have decided to do a review on it, because who's better to review it than someone who's used it for almost 5 years now. Stick around and let's get right into the review. So I did order a brand new pack just so I could do an unboxing for this video. However, I do have 2 other packs that I haven't finished here that I've kind of been purposely waiting just to record this video on. Now, the first thing you're gonna notice is this pack is actually a very old pack. The recipe used to make the gum inside this one is different than the recipe used for this one and then the new one. And this is because they changed the recipe of Run Gum not long ago. Actually, as you'll see, has gotten much better than it used to be. And I'll get into the details on that shortly. But before we do that, I figured we'd unbox this and kind of show what comes in the box when you first get it. Of course, Run Gum is created by Nick Symmonds and his former coach, Nick Symmonds being an Olympian in the 800 meter. As you can see, this is the cinnamon flavor, which I also have the old version of the cinnamon flavor. That's why the box looks a little different on this one when compared to this one. The only other thing coming in the box is gonna just be your receipt, and let's be honest, who cares about a receipt or the box? And just something cool before I continue, I also have something special you can get if you were getting Run Gum a while ago. And Nick Symmonds, the owner, will sometimes do this still. Nick Symmonds was actually signing boxes, so as you can see here, this is the real Nick Symmonds signature in Sharpie. And he does this every once in a while. He'll sign stuff. As I said, he's an Olympian in the 800 meter. As you've probably noticed, including that one that's signed, I have a bunch of boxes of the cinnamon flavor. That is obviously because that would be my favorite flavor. Flavor-wise, they have mint, they have bubblegum, they have cinnamon, they have fruit, and then there's one more, the most recent flavor. They added this extra boost kind that has more caffeine in it, and it's spearmint. The only flavor I haven't tried is the spearmint flavor, the extra boost one. So I can give you a good perspective on all the flavors that are left. Favorite flavor is the cinnamon, and then bubblegum being my second, which this is also a fairly new flavor to Run Gum. Then I would say it goes fruit and then mint. I honestly hate mint, but I haven't tried the new flavor of the mint. They actually did do some flavor changes when they made the newer version. As I mentioned before, Run Gum did change the recipe not long ago. That was actually prior to this brand's release. They changed it. Now when you open the package, there's gonna be 2 pieces of them in each of these packets. Each piece is 50 milligrams of caffeine, leaving 100 milligrams in each package. And for perspective, one of these is gonna be equal to like drinking a soda. 2 of them is gonna be equal to drinking a coffee or an energy drink. This is what they look like. It's kind of just a little tablet. And this is actually the newer version of it. This isn't the old one that I'm gonna show you here in a second. Packages look like this. It's actually a pretty good package. Say you were gonna do some trails or do some stuff in the rain, maybe go fishing. Getting this package wet isn't gonna hurt it. It's rain resistant. It's got that aluminum in the middle that protects it, so you don't have to worry about the weather or anything messing with the package and then messing up your gum. We're also gonna open a package of the old kind, and this is gonna be cinnamon, the other one's bubblegum. There's not a really difference in appearance between the flavors. They look the exact same. This is gonna be what the old flavor looked like. As you can see, it looks a little different. It's rougher edges, and then it's more of like a sponge look almost. Definitely not as pretty looking when compared to this other kind right here. And in fact, it looks like this one's a little bigger than this one. The texture for the old one and just how it chews, it seems that it crinkles apart a lot easier in your mouth. Like pieces are gonna tear off and you're gonna end up swallowing actually a lot of the gum just because it almost shatters in your mouth, which is honestly not great. The new design that they came out with actually does a lot better at this. Some may say that it still does fall apart in your mouth, the newer version. However, if you've ever tried the older version, it was so much worse. It's manageable, but if you never tried Run Gum before, you're probably not gonna like it compared to say, a regular piece of gum. But at the end of the day, the point of Run Gum is not to just be chewing it for long periods of time. It's more to get the job done of getting the caffeine in your body and then spitting it out. I'd say when I'm taking caffeine gum or chewing Run Gum, I only have the gum in my mouth for probably 20 minutes tops. And many times I'll get it out within 5. The good thing about Run Gum, and one of the positives to it, is contrary to like energy drinks and coffee, when you chew gum, the caffeine actually enters through your gums instead of having to go through your whole digestive system. Caffeine hits you much quicker and the results hit you much quicker than, say, when you're drinking, once again, the coffee or the Red Bull. Is there any difference between the caffeine in Run Gum and the caffeine used in other beverages? No, they seem to do the same thing. The only thing is it's gonna be faster results when you chew the gum. And that's one of the biggest things I've realized. One of the biggest positives is you're not gonna have that liquid feeling in your stomach because you're spitting the gum out. When you're drinking something, it's all gonna just sit in your stomach. But at the end of the day, the gum really does work. It does its job. That's why I've been buying it for almost 5 years now. I haven't had any problems. The only thing people are probably not gonna like if you've never had it before is how it breaks apart in your mouth. As far as when to take Run Gum, the best results for me have happened at least 40 minutes before whatever activity you're about to do. I noticed a really big kick at around 40 minutes, although you do start feeling it right after 5 minutes. So you kind of just have to do some experimenting on your own. It's gonna be different for everyone. But for me, 40 minutes, I hit probably the peak of the caffeine, and then it kind of stays steady from there, and then it will start to just degrade, kind of like caffeine does. If you've never tried that for running or anything, definitely recommend it for at least one race. Not your most important race, but just try it. It has been shown in studies to improve your performance just a teeny bit, or at least make you feel a little better in races than you would if you didn't. But definitely test it in a race that doesn't really matter, because you don't want to be trying new things when you shouldn't. But with that being said, that's really all I can say about Run Gum. As you can see, I have 4 packs here just here, and have been a longtime fan of Run Gum. I don't really see you going wrong with it. Definitely look into it, whether it's for working or running. I hope I kind of shed some light on what it was once like and what it is like now, and kind of what you can expect if you get Run Gum. And fun fact, believe it or not, I actually wore a Run Gum tattoo on my shoulder right here during state cross country in high school.